is Tuesday, June 9. Welcome to CGN News. The Jamaican community leaders in the Northeast Diaspora area are demanding answers from the New Jersey District Attorney General's office and the New Jersey State Police about the circumstances surrounding the killing of Maurice Gordon by a New Jersey state trooper. Outrage over the slaying has been resurrected amid protests that have swept across the United States and swelled into a global movement against police brutality against black people. Gordon, a Jamaican who was unarmed, was pulled over by a state trooper on May 23 along the Garden State Parkway for allegedly speeding. What transpired after the traffic stop remains unclear. Dashcam footage revealed Gordon was pulled over by the Caucasian cop. The family's attorney said Gordon was asked to pull his car into another spot, but the car would not restart. According to the attorney, Gordon was instructed to sit in the back of the trooper's cruiser. After about 30 minutes, Gordon twice attempted to unbuckle the seatbelt and step out of the car. The third time that he attempted to get out of the car, he was shot during a reported tussle with a cop. Gordon, a chemistry student at Dutchess Community College in Poughkeepsie in upstate New York, and a driver for Uber Eats, was not handcuffed or ticketed. The family's attorney maintains that the 28-year-old was handcuffed after being shot. It is unclear whether the trooper has been suspended or placed on modified duties. The Barbados Broadcasting Authority, BBA, is bringing the hammer down on a trend popping up on the local airwaves. According to the BBA, the following ads are restricted by law. Certain alternative healthcare products which purport to offer cures for ailments without providing scientific evidence from a competent authority as confirmation. Services which purport to offer solutions to personal problems such as bad luck, evil spirits, relationship issues by supernatural or psychic means. Broadcasters that breach the Broadcasters Act can face up to 12 months in prison or a $5,000 fine, or both. The letter has been dispatched to broadcasters, putting them on notice to adhere to the BBA's regulations. As calls increase for the public to boycott Starlite Pharmacy in Trinidad, one chocolatier has removed her products from the store's 3 branches. Gillian Goddard, maker of Sun Eater's Chocolate, announced via Instagram that her product would no longer be available at Starlite, stating that you can't put a price on self-respect and integrity. The chocolatier called for racial solidarity. There have been calls for citizens to boycott Starlite following comments against the Black Lives Matter movement made by CEO Gerald Aboud on social media. This is not the first time Aboud, a Syrian Trinidadian businessman, has come under fire for racist social media posts. One petition calling for the boycott of the pharmacy chain has registered over 4,700 signatures. Overseas now, Burundi's president, Pierre Nkurunziza, aged 55, has died after suffering a cardiac arrest, the government says. Mr. Nkurunziza was due to step down from the presidency in August after 15 years in power. Burundi has announced 7 days of mourning. The hashtag Justice for Shego has been trending on Twitter in South Africa after the horrific killing of 28-year-old Shego Fatso Pule. Her stabbed body was found hanging from a tree near Johannesburg. She was 8 months pregnant, local media are quoting police as saying. There are high levels of violence against women in South Africa, and last year President Cyril Ramaphosa said the country was one of the most unsafe places in the world to be a woman. Crime statistics released last year showed that 2,930 adult women were murdered in a 12-month period from 2017 to 2018, which amounts to 1 murder every 3 hours. Ms. Pule went missing last week and her body was found on Monday, a Sowetan newspaper reports. Malaysia has detained nearly 270 Rohingya refugees whose boat had drifted offshore for nearly 2 months because of coronavirus lockdowns. They fled southern Bangladesh in early April but had been unable to dock. Dozens of those aboard jumped into the sea and tried to swim to land when their damaged trawler was intercepted by the Malaysian Coast Guard on Monday. In recent years, large numbers of Muslim Rohingya have fled Myanmar, where they face persecution. Many have made their way to neighboring Bangladesh, setting up camp in Cox's Bazar, which is home to around 1 million Rohingya. Some have attempted to make their way to Malaysia, a nearby Muslim country, which has come to be seen as a safe haven in the region. In previous years, smugglers have been able to bring tens of thousands of Rohingya illegally into Malaysia, but Malaysia has now refused to allow refugee boats to land, citing the COVID-19 pandemic as a reason. According to a statement issued by a task force overseeing maritime patrols, another 216 Rohingya were found in the boat along with the body of a dead woman. Food and water was provided to the migrants, and the boat was taken to Langkawi, where all 269 who had been aboard were detained. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.